In life, we cannot avoid moments when negative emotions invade our minds. Feelings like disappointment, sadness, anger, or anxiety not only severely impact our mental health but also hinder our ability to fully enjoy life. However, Buddha's teachings provide profound and practical guidance to help us overcome these challenges. Through his wisdom, we can learn to identify, accept, and transform negative emotions, ultimately regaining balance and inner peace. In this video, Life Lessons will take you on a journey to explore methods of dealing with negative emotions through the teachings of Buddha. By practicing meditation, mindfulness, and cultivating compassion, you'll discover ways to control your mind and overcome emotional struggles. These teachings are not just theoretical but are practical tools that can help you improve your daily life, allowing you to live happier and more meaningfully. If you find value in this content, don't hesitate to hit the subscribe button and join Life Lessons on this journey of exploration and learning. Be sure to turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any meaningful lessons. Are negative emotions our enemies? Or are they the key to unlocking inner peace? Let's find the answer together. 1. Understanding negative emotions through Buddha's teachings. In life, moments of negative emotions are inevitable. Feelings such as disappointment, sadness, anger, or anxiety can become significant barriers, affecting mental health, relationships, and even success in our careers. However, according to Buddha's teachings, instead of avoiding or suppressing them, we should take the time to understand their roots and nature. This understanding is the key to transforming negative emotions into positive motivation. Buddha's teachings emphasize that negative emotions are not enemies. Instead, they are signals that our minds are disturbed or influenced by deep-seated issues. Once we recognize that negative emotions are natural and unavoidable, we can learn to face them wisely. Understanding emotions is the first step in the journey to finding inner peace. According to Buddhism, most negative emotions stem from attachment or aversion. We often cling to unrealistic expectations and desires, or conversely, resist things that cannot be changed. This leads to feelings of disappointment, anger, and anxiety. Buddha teaches that identifying the roots of emotions and accepting reality helps to release these negative feelings. A practical method recommended by Buddha is the practice of mindfulness. When we focus on the present moment and observe our emotions without judgment, we gain the ability to understand how emotions work. This does not mean eliminating negative emotions but rather learning to accept them as part of life. Recognizing emotions through mindfulness is an approachable and effective method to gain control over the mind. Moreover, another crucial element in Buddha's teachings is compassion. When we practice self-compassion instead of blaming or hating ourselves for having negative emotions, we will feel lighter and more liberated. Compassion not only helps us overcome emotional pain but also enhances our ability to understand others' emotions, building better relationships. Learning to understand and face negative emotions is not just a journey of self-discovery but also a significant step toward cultivating a serene soul and harmonious life. This valuable lesson from Buddha's teachings, understand emotions, confront emotions, transform emotions, is the pathway to rediscovering oneself. 2. Understanding the roots of negative emotions through Buddha's teachings. Negative emotions are an unavoidable part of life. Whether it's frustration, sadness, anger, or anxiety, these feelings can cloud our judgment, affect our relationships, and even impact our overall well-being. But instead of suppressing them or allowing them to take control, Buddha's teachings encourage us to recognize, accept, and transform our emotions in a mindful way. The key to emotional balance lies in understanding their origins and learning to respond rather than react. According to Buddhism, negative emotions often stem from attachment and aversion. When we hold on to unrealistic expectations or desires, we experience frustration when things don't go our way. On the other hand, when we resist or fear change, we create inner conflict that leads to suffering. Buddha teaches that by letting go of rigid attachments and accepting impermanence, we can reduce emotional distress and live with greater clarity. Another concept emphasized in Buddha's teachings is the power of mindfulness. When emotions arise, instead of immediately reacting, we are encouraged to observe them with awareness. Mindfulness allows us to step back and witness our emotions without judgment, creating space for understanding. This practice helps us recognize emotional triggers, understand why we feel a certain way, and eventually find peace amidst turmoil. Alongside mindfulness, Buddhism also highlights the importance of self-compassion. Instead of criticizing ourselves for feeling sad, angry, or anxious, we should practice kindness toward ourselves. Negative emotions don't make us weak, they make us human. By approaching our own suffering with warmth and understanding, we cultivate emotional resilience and develop the ability to extend compassion to others. Lastly, the practice of equanimity plays a crucial role in navigating emotions. Equanimity, in Buddhist philosophy, refers to the ability to remain calm and balanced regardless of circumstances. It teaches us that emotions, whether positive or negative, come and go like waves. By not clinging to happiness or resisting sadness, we can maintain inner stability even in times of uncertainty. Understanding emotions through Buddha's teachings is not about eliminating negativity, but about embracing emotions as part of life's journey. The more we acknowledge and work with our emotions, the more empowered we become. Through mindfulness, self-compassion, and equanimity, we can create a healthier relationship with our thoughts and feelings, ultimately leading to a more peaceful and fulfilling life. This practice requires patience and dedication, but the rewards, clarity, resilience, and inner harmony, are truly transformative. Learning to navigate emotions with wisdom is one of the most profound lessons Buddhism offers, and it can be applied to daily life for lasting emotional well-being. 3. Compassion and forgiveness in Buddha's teachings. In life, everyone experiences pain, whether from personal struggles or from others. Negative emotions such as anger, resentment, and disappointment are natural reactions to injustice or deep wounds. However, according to Buddha's teachings, these emotions not only prolong suffering but also trap the mind in distress, preventing us from achieving true inner peace. This is why compassion and forgiveness play a crucial role in overcoming negative emotions. Compassion, as taught by Buddha, is not just about showing kindness to others, it is also about being gentle and accepting toward ourselves. When faced with negative emotions, instead of blaming ourselves or drowning in resentment, practicing self-compassion allows us to regain balance. Forgiveness is not a gift for others, it is a gift for yourself. This principle in Buddhism teaches that when we forgive, we release our minds from the chains of hatred and find emotional freedom. One effective way to cultivate compassion is through metta meditation, a Buddhist practice where we direct loving kindness toward ourselves and those around us. May I be at peace, may others be at peace, may even those who hurt me find inner calm. These affirmations help expand the heart and dissolve negative emotions. In addition to compassion, forgiveness is another essential lesson in Buddhist teachings. Forgiveness does not mean justifying someone's actions or forgetting past pain, it means choosing not to let those experiences control our emotions. As Buddha once said, holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent to throw it at someone else, you are the one who gets burned. By learning to let go, we free ourselves from the burden of negativity and live with greater lightness. A practical method to develop forgiveness is writing a letter of release, a personal letter where you express your pain and emotions without sending it. Simply acknowledging and accepting past wounds while making the choice to forgive can bring deep inner healing. Compassion and forgiveness not only help us move beyond suffering but also improve the quality of our relationships and overall well-being. When we let go of resentment and choose kindness, our minds become lighter, and life becomes more meaningful. This is the essence of Buddhist philosophy: forgive to find peace, cultivate compassion to live joyfully. 4. Meditation as a path to emotional balance in Buddha's teachings. In the fast-paced world we live in, emotions often fluctuate rapidly, sometimes overwhelming us before we even realize it. Negative emotions such as anxiety, stress, and frustration can build up, affecting our mental and physical well-being. According to Buddha's teachings, one of the most effective ways to restore balance and cultivate inner peace is through the practice of meditation. Meditation is not simply sitting in silence. It is a profound tool for training the mind, calming emotional storms, and reconnecting with the present moment. Buddha emphasized that our suffering originates in the mind, not in external circumstances. Events happen, but how we react to them determines our emotional state. Meditation helps us observe these reactions without judgment, allowing us to understand our thoughts and emotions rather than being controlled by them. Through regular practice, meditation becomes a bridge between our inner turmoil and the peace we seek. One of the most powerful meditation techniques in Buddhism is mindfulness meditation. In this practice, we focus entirely on the present moment, on our breath, bodily sensations, or surroundings, without letting past regrets or future worries interfere. Negative emotions often arise because we replay painful memories or stress about the unknown. Mindfulness teaches us that the present is the only reality, helping us detach from emotions that do not serve us. Another meditation method highly valued in Buddhist teachings is loving-kindness meditation, also known as metta meditation. This practice involves sending compassionate thoughts to ourselves and others, including those we may have conflicts with. By actively cultivating kindness and forgiveness, we can release the tension caused by negative emotions such as anger and resentment. Studies have shown that metta meditation can lower stress levels and improve emotional resilience, making it a powerful way to transform negativity into positivity. Buddha also introduced vipassana meditation, known as insight meditation. This technique helps us develop deeper understanding by observing the nature of thoughts and emotions as they arise. Instead of reacting impulsively, we learn to recognize patterns, detach from automatic responses, and cultivate emotional intelligence. Vipassana teaches us that emotions come and go, they are impermanent. By observing them objectively, we can prevent ourselves from being carried away by emotional turbulence. One of the greatest gifts of meditation is emotional clarity. Instead of being trapped in negative emotions, meditation empowers us to step back and approach life with a calmer, more balanced mindset. By practicing daily, even just a few minutes, we develop self-awareness, resilience, and inner peace. 5. Living in the present moment through Buddha's teachings. In today's fast-paced world, our minds often drift between memories of the past and worries about the future. We replay regrets, dwell on mistakes, or anxiously anticipate challenges that haven't even arrived. This cycle of thought keeps us trapped in negativity and prevents us from fully experiencing life. According to Buddha's teachings, true peace and happiness can only be found in the present moment. Learning to embrace the here and now is a powerful step toward overcoming negative emotions and living with greater clarity. Buddha taught that much of human suffering originates from attachment to the past or fear of the future. When we hold on to past mistakes or painful experiences, we unintentionally allow them to shape our present reality. Likewise, excessive worry about the future creates stress that drains our energy. The truth is, the past is gone, and the future is uncertain, but the present moment is within our control. Buddhism encourages us to focus on what is happening right now, rather than being consumed by thoughts that take us away from reality. One of the most effective ways to cultivate presence is mindfulness, a practice deeply rooted in Buddhist philosophy. Mindfulness teaches us to be fully aware of our thoughts, emotions, and surroundings, without judgment or distraction. This means being conscious of simple daily actions, whether eating, walking, or breathing, and appreciating the experience in its entirety. By immersing ourselves in the moment, we can free our minds from negativity and enhance our emotional well-being. Another essential practice in Buddhist teachings is letting go of unnecessary worries. Buddha emphasized that many of our fears are based on scenarios that may never happen. Instead of wasting energy on worst-case thinking, we should focus on what we can control in the present. Living mindfully helps us distinguish between real concerns and imaginary fears, allowing us to cultivate inner stability. A helpful exercise to strengthen presence is conscious breathing. When negative emotions arise, taking slow, deep breaths and focusing on each inhale and exhale can instantly calm the mind. This simple yet powerful technique redirects attention away from stressful thoughts and back to reality. Breathing is the anchor that keeps us connected to the present. Beyond individual benefits, living in the present moment enhances relationships. When we engage fully with others, listening attentively and responding with awareness, we strengthen connections and create more meaningful interactions. Buddha's teachings remind us that presence is not just about personal peace, but also about being present for others. The present moment is the only place where life truly unfolds. By training our minds to embrace it, we free ourselves from regrets and fears, cultivating a life of balance, joy, and peace. 6. Practicing mindfulness in daily life through Buddha's teachings. Mindfulness is one of the most powerful tools for achieving emotional balance and inner peace. In today's fast-paced world, we are often caught up in endless distractions. Our minds race from one thought to another, worrying about the future or dwelling on the past. According to Buddha's teachings, true peace comes from being fully present in each moment, rather than letting our thoughts control us. Practicing mindfulness is the key to overcoming negative emotions and living a more fulfilling life. Mindfulness, or sati in Buddhism, is the art of being fully aware of what is happening right now, without judgment or attachment. It means experiencing each moment with clarity, whether we are eating, walking, or simply breathing. When we are mindful, we create a space between ourselves and our emotions, allowing us to observe them rather than be overwhelmed by them. Instead of reacting impulsively, mindfulness helps us respond to life's challenges with calmness and wisdom. One of the most effective ways to practice mindfulness is mindful breathing. Buddha taught that our breath is an anchor. Whenever emotions feel overwhelming, simply focusing on slow, deep breaths can bring immediate calmness. By paying attention to each inhale and exhale, we gently guide our minds back to the present moment, away from anxiety and negativity. Breathing in, I calm my mind. Breathing out, I let go of tension. This simple practice, repeated throughout the day, can transform the way we experience emotions. Another essential mindfulness practice is mindful observation of thoughts and emotions. Instead of labeling emotions as good or bad, Buddha encourages us to observe them objectively. Negative emotions arise like waves, they come and go. When we acknowledge emotions without resisting them, they lose their power over us. Through mindfulness, we learn to recognize emotional triggers, prevent impulsive reactions, and cultivate inner stability. Mindfulness can also be applied to daily activities, turning simple moments into opportunities for presence. Whether drinking tea, washing dishes, or listening to a friend, we can practice being fully engaged. Instead of multitasking or rushing through experiences, mindful living allows us to appreciate the beauty of the present. The more we practice this awareness, the more we develop patience, gratitude, and emotional resilience. Beyond personal benefits, mindfulness also strengthens relationships. When we truly listen, without distractions or judgment, we build deeper connections with others. Buddha's teachings remind us that mindfulness is not just about inner peace, it is about being present for others with kindness and understanding. Mindfulness is a lifelong practice that leads to greater happiness and wisdom. Instead of being trapped in regrets or worries, we gain the ability to fully embrace life as it unfolds. 7. Cultivating gratitude through Buddha's teachings. Gratitude is one of the most powerful emotions that can transform our mindset and bring lasting happiness. Yet, in our daily lives, we often focus on what we lack rather than appreciating what we have. Buddha's teachings emphasize that gratitude is a path to inner peace, helping us shift our perspective from dissatisfaction to contentment. By practicing gratitude, we reduce negativity, enhance emotional resilience, and cultivate a deeper connection with life. Buddha taught that suffering often arises from desire, the constant craving for more, for things to be different, for life to meet our expectations. When we dwell on what we don't have, we create emotional distress, feeding feelings of frustration and inadequacy. However, when we choose to focus on what we already have, we develop a sense of abundance rather than scarcity. Contentment is the greatest wealth, Buddha reminds us. Learning to appreciate life's simple blessings can free us from unnecessary suffering. One way to cultivate gratitude is through mindful appreciation. Instead of taking daily experiences for granted, we can intentionally recognize the beauty in them, the warmth of the sun, the kindness of a friend, the nourishment of a meal. Mindfulness and gratitude go hand in hand. When we slow down and fully engage with the present moment, we become more aware of the gifts surrounding us. This practice helps replace negative emotions like envy or dissatisfaction with appreciation and joy. Another essential Buddhist principle related to gratitude is impermanence. Everything in life is temporary, our experiences, relationships, and even our struggles. By recognizing that nothing lasts forever, we learn to cherish what we have while it is here rather than mourning its eventual loss. Gratitude is about embracing the present without attachment, allowing us to find peace regardless of life's changes. A practical exercise to develop gratitude is keeping a gratitude journal, writing down 3 things each day that we appreciate. This simple habit rewires the brain to seek positivity rather than focusing on disappointments. Studies show that gratitude improves overall well-being and mental clarity, making it a valuable practice for managing emotions. Beyond individual benefits, gratitude strengthens relationships. Expressing appreciation for loved ones deepens connections and fosters kindness. Buddha's teachings highlight the importance of acknowledging the generosity of others, recognizing that compassion and gratitude are intertwined. Gratitude is not just a feeling, it is a way of life. The more we practice thankfulness, the less negativity can take hold of us. As Buddha wisely said, let us rise up and be thankful, for if we didn't learn a lot today, at least we learned a little. 8. A Buddhist story on overcoming negative emotions. Stories have a unique way of teaching us lessons that resonate deeply. In Buddhist teachings, many parables illustrate the path to emotional balance, wisdom, and peace. One powerful story that speaks to the theme of overcoming negative emotions is the tale of the 2 monks and the woman, a lesson about letting go of resentment and emotional burdens. 2 Buddhist monks were traveling together when they came across a river. A woman stood at the edge, struggling to cross. The elder monk, without hesitation, lifted her onto his back and carried her across. Once they reached the other side, the woman thanked him and went on her way. The younger monk, however, remained silent but visibly disturbed by what had just happened. As the two monks continued their journey, the younger one could no longer hold back his frustration. "You know, we are not supposed to have physical contact with women," he finally said. "Why did you carry her?" The elder monk simply smiled and replied, "I put her down hours ago." "Why are you still carrying her?" This story reflects one of the most profound teachings in Buddhism: negative emotions only weigh us down when we hold on to them. Many of us, like the younger monk, carry frustration, anger, and resentment long after the event that triggered them has passed. We replay painful conversations, dwell on perceived injustices, and let emotions dictate our actions. But the truth is, holding on to negativity only prolongs our suffering. Buddha taught that letting go is the key to inner peace. Whether it's past mistakes, disappointments, or conflicts, clinging to negative emotions keeps us trapped. Just as the elder monk released the burden instantly, we too have the choice to free ourselves from unnecessary suffering. Mindfulness and acceptance play a crucial role in this process. By practicing awareness, we can recognize when we are emotionally stuck. Instead of dwelling on anger or regret, we can ask ourselves, is this emotion serving me, or is it holding me back? The moment we consciously decide to let go, we lighten the emotional weight we carry. Forgiveness is another essential practice tied to this lesson. Often, we hold on to resentment because we feel justified in our emotions. But forgiveness is not about excusing actions, it is about reclaiming our peace. When we forgive, we free ourselves from the chains of negativity, just as the elder monk did when he placed the woman down. Buddha's teachings remind us that peace does not come from controlling circumstances, but from mastering our responses. Through mindfulness, acceptance, and forgiveness, we can let go of burdens that no longer serve us, creating space for serenity and joy. Conclusion: embracing Buddha's teachings to overcome negative emotions. Throughout this journey, we have explored the transformative power of Buddha's teachings in facing and overcoming negative emotions. From understanding their roots, practicing mindfulness, and cultivating compassion, to meditating and living in the present moment, each lesson offers a practical path to achieving emotional balance and inner peace. By applying these timeless teachings in our daily lives, we can transform challenges into opportunities for growth and resilience. Negative emotions are not our enemies, they are messengers, revealing areas where we need healing and growth. When we embrace them with mindfulness, compassion, and gratitude, we liberate ourselves from their control. As Buddha wisely taught, you yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. This self-compassion is the foundation for transforming emotions and achieving a state of serenity. These practices are not just for personal benefit but can also inspire those around us. By embodying peace and balance, we create a ripple effect, encouraging others to adopt positive habits. This is the beauty of Buddha's teachings: they connect us not only with ourselves but also with the broader world. If you found value in these lessons and feel inspired to bring more positivity and mindfulness into your life, we invite you to join our community on the Life Lessons channel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support our mission of spreading meaningful content that can transform lives. By subscribing, you ensure that you won't miss out on future videos filled with practical wisdom and insights to uplift your journey. Your engagement helps us continue to create quality content, reach a wider audience, and make a positive impact in the lives of many. Together, let's grow, learn, and discover new ways to thrive in the face of life's challenges. Is it time to release the weight of negative emotions and embrace peace? The answer lies within you. Thank you for being a part of this journey. Let's take the first step toward inner peace, one lesson at a time. See you in the next video.